Okay, hey there guys. This is another PR video, this time for Wii U, of the summer 2017 PR for Swindon Smash 4 basically. Um, it's actually changed quite drastically since last time. It's still like relatively the same, but there's some interesting changes. Um, and it's kind of like there's also a lot of interesting like rivalries and top bit notably top three is very close, and I'll kind of go into it in more detail in this video. But basically, there's a lot of newcomers. You've got, for example, we've got Inferno, we got TJ, Sam Sweeney, Curtis89. Um, Yeah, we had a lot of newcomers this time round, which is good. You know, it's always nice to have newcomers, and it's also nice to have the rivalries between the original people. Um, we'll definitely have some new members on the PR, basically, but yeah. So I guess we'll go right into it. Um, so an interesting thing, the top three is uh is very close between Chiron, solo carry, and Dinner, and basically what has what we decided to do was add up the sort of tournament results that we had and have like a point system. And you can see what we have here in the brackets are like the totals after Swine outshowed 1, 2, and 3. And it kind of works out that that Swine 1 was Solo Carrier's tournament, Swine 2 was Dinner's tournament, and then Swine 3 was Kyren's tournament. Um, Kyren had a pretty good run at Swine 3. It was like a pretty dominant, like convincing outplacement of the rest of Swindon at Swine 3, whereas Swine 2 and 1 it was kind of close. So for that reason, Chiron has the edge. But if you look at the points, like Dinner and Solo Carry, they were like basically tied in points. So it's kind of a tiebreaker. And what we've kind of decided is that if we look at the placements here, um, again, I'll go into more detail on this in a second, but there's a lot of stuff that we sort of took into consideration to kind of put people's ranks. Um, but yeah, so basically, um, if I need to create a new notepad document, so basically we have is three. We'll do top 10, just like we did for Melee. Basically, so first we've got Chiron. Um, Again, like top three is so close, like so ridiculously close. Um, Results for this PR are kind of like here onwards. Probably more like this onwards, because the PR was released just about this time, I think, the old PR. So in terms of time periods, this is what it's at. If we look at Kyron's run, he got fourth at Swine Out of Shield 1, fifth at Swine 2, and then fifth at Swine 3. His best performance being at Swine 3, where he beat Jesus, he beat Simon, and he beat Nacho, and he only lost to Buttface and Frenzy. He also notably beat Dog, who Kieran's been having a rough time against this year. If we look, yeah, he's actually like Dog is the only person he's like down in sets against, but those sets were actually pre-PR. So in this period, this time period, he's actually uh hasn't lost to Adam Dog. So the run he had at Swine 3 kind of solidified his oh excuse me, it kind of solidified his placement at Swine 1, he beat everyone, lost to Frenzy, and then solo carry. At Swine 2, he beat solo carry, beat Joey Blaze, and then lost to Spendfire and Dark Ultima, which aren't bad losses by any means. And then at Swine 3, he beat, a majority of people. So he had a pretty good run, basically. In terms of how good his wins are, his best wins are from Swine 3, basically. And it's like closer to now, so it's more relevant now, even though this is like a time period sort of thing. But basically, like it's very close, like a lot of the results are very close. It just came down to like Swine, like if you like see he got 5th, whereas like solo carry got 9th and Dinner got 17th. Like it was a fairly stacked. If we look at the tournament actually, I'll I should have these open to be honest. Yeah, let's open all of the Swine tournaments. So if you look at Swine 3, you've got Chiron here, and then like the next Swindon player is like there, and there. So it's like uh he had like a fairly good run. He lost to Frenzy and then had like a pretty big losers run. Um Whereas Sodikari kind of just lost there, and then Dinner actually went 0-2, I believe. Yeah. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of like one of the reasons why we decided to put Gyro in first. In second, it's a toss up between Solo Carry and Dinner. This is also the closest sort of thing. The main argument is that Dylan actually has better wins, like overall. Yeah, Albion he beat McDuck and I Will SD, and he beat Dark Ultima and Solo Carry himself at Swine 2. So Dinner had a good Swine 2, but he went 0-2 at Swine 3, losing to Icon, who Solo Carry beat. And at Swine 1, he lost to Solo Carry. So it's actually like very. And then at Albion, yeah, in terms of like Albion, the best wins goes to Dylan for sure. Um, but yeah, it's kind of, and also like, so Dylan got 17th here, while Theo got 9th. Theo beating Vic Vinegar, which is a fairly, it's okay. It's an okay win. And doesn't have that bad of losses. But even though Dylan has a lower slump, it's kind of I kind of value his good wins. And there's a lot of actually data that isn't on here that we do have. Wins like out of region basically. Um, but yeah, like they also count as well. There's like again, there's a lot of different arguments you can make. But solo carry being third because of there's kind of not really anyone else below him. The only argument you can make for solo carry is him being ranked higher. Like you can't really argue him being lower because he's just simply been like more consistent. Like you've got Jesus, right? Who like solo carry got second there, Jesus got 5th. Jesus wasn't even at Swine 2, and solo carry outplaced him at Swine 3 as well. So yeah. Um, that's the top three, and then fourth I haven't even really thought about too much. I think it's honestly a toss up between um let's have a look. TJ got 5th, got 9th. It's like TJ, maybe Jesus, me, um Sam Sweeney. Yeah. So basically like you've got I think Jesus, if you look at set counts, Jesus is fairly well. Like he's 2-2 at dinner. Uh, he's up 2-0 against Adam. He's won Tommy Hulock as well. 2-2 at dinner, 0-2 to Chiron, 2-2, 0-1, 1-1 with solo carry, 1-0 to Adam, 1-0 to Sleaze, 1-0 over Sam Sweeney, and 1-0 over Inferno. So I think it's fairly safe to say that despite let's check it's still recording. Okay, good. Despite Jesus actually outplacing me in a lot of locals, like here, he lost to Dinner and Chiron. I think it's actually like, oh yeah, I actually forfeited at Swine 1, which is why I didn't do that well. And he wasn't at Swine. Lost both facing Chiron, and I beat Inferno. I think it's actually fairly safe to argue me here because I have better wins over this period of time. Yeah, I have a win over Sam Sweeney, has a win over Dog, I have a win over Martin. Yeah. And my sort of results leading up to this as well were fairly good. Like I won the last local just before Swine won. Yeah. So then you've got TJ, you've got Jesus. So TJ got 5th, beat Sam Sweeney, Kernos and Sleaze, lost to solo carry and Dinner. And TJ didn't. That's the only one he went to, and then Tom got 13th at Swine 3. It's actually a fairly close battle between those two. If you look at TJ's resume, like he's losing to them, and he's got his wins are like Sam Sweeney, Kernos. Like he doesn't have that impressive wins, whereas Jesus has some. Like TJ's beaten Sleaze, Sam Sweeney, whereas Tom's sort of done more. I'd say based on that, I'd put Tom higher, and he's also been to more. But then I would also put. So let's see what Adam's done. So Adam got 9th at Swine 1 when TJ got 5th. Adam got 7th at Swine 2. He actually beat Martin at Swine 2, which is fairly good. And then lost to Sam Sweeney and Chiron at Swine 3. I think it's fair to put TJ here, honestly, because TJ actually hang on. He beat Sam Sweeney 2-0 where Adam lost 2-0, like kind of things like that. Like he's kind of got the same losses as Adam, but has slightly better wins, I would say. Like if you look at this, Adam is better off because he's 3-1 against Chiron. However, those wins were pre-PR. So yeah, I think it's honestly safe to say that TJ has sort of earned again. Yeah, it is hard to say. Like Adam's best wins over the last few months are Brandon, Martin, Ethan, and then he didn't win at Swine. Whereas TJ's beaten Sam Sweeney, Kernos, and Sleaze. I don't know. I think the fact that he took solo carry to game 5. I don't know. It's hard to say. I think it is. It is hard to say. And that's the thing as well. Like TJ's only been to one thing, so no one really knows. To be honest. The thing is, who do we have left? I'm gonna highlight everyone that I've done. I haven't actually filled in Booth's uh, swine out of shield results. That's really, really bad. He played at swine 2 and he didn't play at swine 3. Okay. Who did he beat? He beat me and Joey Blaze. Oh, I can just look at the set counts. Lost to Solo Carry, lost to Sam Sweeney, beat Joey Blaze. Yeah, see, he does have a good win. So you could argue that Booth is up there. Because, like, the only people that have beaten me is Chiron, Dinner, and Solo Carry. Everyone else has lost against me. So that's actually fairly valuable. Win against me, win against... Then again, Jesus has wins. TJ. What did he get? He didn't enter Swine 1. He did enter Swine 1. Who did he lose to? Oh, he lost to Solo Carrier and Sam Sweeney. Okay. So, like, Booth's argument is that he's beaten me. Whereas TJ's beaten Sleaze. It's actually, like... Yeah, it's, like, really hard to put Tom on here as well, because Tom has only really beaten Adam. Yeah, it's honestly really difficult. TJ's beating me. Yeah, TJ doesn't really have like super good wins, I guess. Sam Sweeney. Um, should have thought about this before I started recording, to be honest. I've actually forgot. A lot of people have like pretty good arguments actually. Um, hmm. I think people undervalue like a lot of this, to be honest. Like, okay, Booth's beating me, but yeah, Okay. I think for argument's sake, I will put Booth here. The ninth Dog, 13th Booth. They tied there. Okay. Yeah, I think for argument's sake, it's actually safe to put Booth there and then Adam there. However, we do have Sam Sweeney here, who is right. I think it's actually safe to put Booth there. Um, so Sam Sweeney here, you've got 7th and 13th, whereas Dog is 9th, 7th, and 17th. Where Dog actually lost to Sam Sweeney there and there. He's beaten Sleaze and he's beaten Brandon. Where Sam Sweeney has beaten Dog. He's beaten Booth, actually. Who did he beat? He beat Adam again there. Okay. Um. Hmm. Lost to me. Lost to TJ. Lost to Dayman Doc Otma. Um. 7th. Dog 9th. Fuck, dude. This is so hard. Uh. So Dog was on the PR, right? So you value a win over Dog more. And like, but Booth's beaten me. Sam Sweeney's beaten Dog twice. And Sam Sweeney has actually beaten Booth. So it's like, where do you put Booth? Like his good, he beat his best win's me, right? So it's like, you know, I think for the sake of, I actually think it's, I actually think that is more Dog Booth Dog. Yeah, it's really hard to say at the end of the day. Like, I honestly think it's incredibly hard. I think this is fair though. I think Sam Sweeney has earned this. He just has yet to be TJ. I think he's actually down in set counts against TJ if we look at this. Yeah, he is. So he lost to TJ and he's beaten everyone below this basically. I think this is actually fair. Um, Booth is on this list because he's beaten me, but he's actually lost to everyone else. Um, so there are like some arguments. Adam's also just been more active. Uh, yeah. TJ has not been very active, but his wins kind of cement him that he's like good, you know? Like he's beaten Sam Sweeney, Sleaze, and Kernus. Sam Sweeney. And then we're left with so we've got Dog here. We've got Sam Sweeney, we've got TJ. So the people left in question really is hang on, 1, 2, 3, 9. So we've kind of got one left here. We could maybe actually do a 11 to 15. 10 to 15 rather. But the people we have left in question is we've got Sleaze, we've got Titanium, Kernus 89, Tommy Hulock, Wizcon, Joey Blaze, Inferno. Really, that's who we have. So if we look at titanium, right? He's got a win over Tommy Hulock, and he's attended one event. If we look at Sleaze, he's actually not got any wins. So that again is unfortunate. He did have some wins, but unfortunately, it looks like Sleaze doesn't qualify. Kenos has beaten Liz. Tommy has beaten. He hasn't beaten. Liz hasn't. Joey Blaze went to Swine 2, beat DA Garden. Took a game off of Chiron though. He also beat Booth. No, he lost to Booth. He lost to Booth? Hang on a sec. Yeah, he did. Okay. Dot Dust again, and then Martin. 9th, he beat Dot Dust, then lost to me. Dot Dust. Garden. Took a game off of Dog. Oh, this is so hard. I think we're gonna have to make a 11 to. Alright. Let's check. 27 minutes, Jesus. So, Tommy Hulock, Kernos beat Wizkern, Joey Blaze took a game off of Chiron, Inferno beat Dot Dust, took a game off of Adam. So, I think it's safe. Joey Blaze 42 here, and then here. Inferno there because he took a game off of Adam, and he's also been to both Swine 2 and 3. Hang on, I just want to check. Okay. So Martin's best win. So Joey Blaze's best win is DA Garden. However, he did take a game off of Chiron. Martin took a game off of Dog. And then who do we have left? Kernis 89. Brandon. Oh yeah. So Tommy Hulot. Yeah, I think it's honestly safe to just leave it like that. Brandon beat Tommy Hulot. Inferno. Yeah, I think it's. I think that's safe. Uh, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at top 12. I think that's fair. I honestly think that's fair. Like, what have I done? Let's have a look. I've beaten Sam Sweeney. I just lost then, and I've beaten Martin. Sweeney, and Inferno. I didn't really get many opportunities. I took Theo to game 5. It's a pretty bad loss. What's Tom done? Let's have a look. Tom Hulock and Dog. And he just lost at Swine 3. So yeah, TJ. Yeah, I think this is fairly safe, fairly accurate, to say the least. Different things could have tipped the scales. Like I think I'd solidify my rank more if I was put. Uh, if I beat Theo in the game 5, it was so close, but it was if I beat him, it probably would have tipped the scales a bit more. Um, in terms of what I think people are capable of, I think like Booth's there because he beat me, right? Um, I think that Martin's capable of more. I definitely think that Brandon's capable of more. TJ is the biggest like underdog here. He lost 0-2 to Dinner at Swine 1, I think it was. Where is it? Yeah, but it was like the closest 2-0 I've ever seen. It was quite close. Like he's got potential. TJ's definitely got potential. Tom's also there. He's always a constant threat. Um, he was PR. He was first on the 2016 PR. Let's have a look actually. I'll show you the PRs. So for 2016, he was number 1 for the yearly ranking and for the summer ranking. He was also number 1 on the spring 2017 PR. So he's kind of always going to be a threat, you know. And like this is the thing as well. Like the reason I'm here as well is because I've also come off of like pretty high placements on previous PRs. Like I was 3rd on the last one. Um, I was 6th back then, and last year I was 5th. Um, it's always hard to say for sure. TJ's definitely the biggest wild card though. It's really hard to say. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's it pretty much. There's a lot of, yeah, like I said, a lot of newcomers this time around. It's kind of like it's been switched around a lot. Like Kyron was 5th on the last PR and he's gone all the way up to 1st, so like good props. Again, it's really close. Between the top 3, it's close. Arguably between the top 4, I can definitely compete with all of the top 3. I've taken sets off of all of them before. Um, I Yeah, and I of course can definitely beat everyone below as well. I just had the loss to Booth. Um, yeah, there's just like there's so much stuff. Like we'll have probably have honorable mentions as well. But this is what I think we're currently at, and this is what I think ranks that people deserve, or like ranks that people have earned in this period of time. Um, but yeah, we'll also we usually have a yearly ranking as well. We've got enough players for like a top 20 yearly ranking, so yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.